What has been your most memorable project?
Situation where the client needed more than thousands of the blue-collar workforce.
20 days is it's impossible.
As I said, we had a meeting back-to-back with the client as well as our sourcing offices.
What would be your expertise and why should any of them choose Soundlines Global? So that surely was a fun round, Inato.
Yes, it was. I'll do better next time, trust me.
Okay, we still have the second one coming.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we move into the second segment of our podcast. You've been at SLG for many years.
Yes.
During this period, what has been your most memorable project till now?
Oh, whoa.
If you could take us through the process and the journey of how it's been.
That's a very good. I love that question. I would love to answer that. I had many projects, prestigious projects. However, to name one project where it was a situation where the client needed more than thousands of the blue-collar workforce.
Okay.
And this was for a client in Abu Dhabi. So with the help of our sourcing team, with all the team members, they worked rigorously. And after that, we were able to mobilize the workers on a short time frame, which was sort of a record-breaking thing for us.
Sure.
And the client was very impressed. And they were shocked in a way because they had a lot of other vendors, suppliers who were unsuccessful, I would say.
Okay.
But with the involvement and with the support of our team members and all the sourcing countries, we made it possible. So that is one achievement, I would say. And even the client gave us an award as well as a certificate of appreciation. So which shows that I could never forget that project. So it was very close to me. Wow. And we deployed the people in 20 days, 25 days max. And whereas normally it takes at least 45 to 60 days, I would say.
Yeah.
And they had a project running and they were supposed to, it was a fast track project. So it was sort of a miracle, I would say. And so that I still remember. It's still fresh in my head. Yeah, wow. So that was one of the projects. 20
days is it's impossible from the...
If you look at it, I know.
Sourcing to then their visas and the processing and everything.
Yes.
Must be, it's really a challenge, isn't it?
It was, but as I said, we had a meeting back-to-back with the client as well as our sourcing offices. And we came up with a lot of plans how we can work on reducing the time frame. Yeah, so what we did is after selections we immediately issued them the medical receipt, and then we send them for the medicals, and then after we send their documentation in the next 24 hours. Normally it takes 5 days, but we reduced it with the help of our sourcing team. And I would say that the credit goes to our sourcing office that made it possible, and then we were always keeping the client informed every step of the way. So that was one of the deal, kind of a project. So yes, and still the client is with us. That's how it shows, and so that's the one project I can never forget.
That's great. And of course, I think Soundlines Group is merited that way because we just don't stop with just deployments.
Yes.
There is so much of after-sales service also.
Yes, we do. Yes.
So can you just enlighten our viewers with regards to that, please?
Sure. Normally, what happens is when we deal with the blue-collar workforce, on the ground is always different. So we have an after-sales team. So basically, if there's any situations where the people who come and join the company that they want to go back due to whatever reason, so we request the clients that if we can go and meet the candidates in person, and we have that human touch with every of our candidates because we are responsible for them, because it's our job to ensure that they get the right company, the right salaries on time. Yes. So we have that human touch, and that's how we try to resolve any situation that arises from time to time. And we try to understand the problem, and then we try to convey the message to the client if there's any important issues, or if it is just normal homesickness or whatever it is, for example. So that's how we try to maintain that, and our attrition is always under control. And that's how it is. Yeah, most of the clients, they are happy with us, and we always have every business every single year because of this after-sales service. One thing is you provide the service genuine and transparent, but at the end of the day, it's also about the after-sales. If there's any issues, we immediately take actions.
Yeah.
So I send my guys to the field, and even if required, I go myself and I try to resolve the situation. But see, at the end of the day, when you sit down at the table and we listen to all the parties, is when we understand.
That's true.
The coins had two sides.
Absolutely.
It's the same thing with that. So candidate's version, client's version, and then we come in between and we try to balance it. And we try to solve the situation amicably. So there's no losses for anyone. That's how it is. Yeah.
Right. And of course, we also have a pre-deployment team also.
Yes,
and there is a lot of briefing and everything which is done.
Yes.
So can you just let us know how does this department function? What are they?
Sure. So we have as you was mentioning, a pre-deployment team.
Yes.
So it's their job to ensure that the candidates are informed well in advance, as well as at the time of travel, which company they're going to go to, what is the salary. We try to verify everything so that at least the candidate understands, because it should be a win-win situation for the candidate, the client, and obviously us. So all the three parties are happy. So we try to inform everything crystal clear. We inform them, we get their verification, and then they agree to it. And that's when we mobilize the workers. So this is how the pre-deployment team plays a major role to educate the candidates about the job, about the salary, about the culture, about the climate and everything.
Exactly.
So everything matters.
Exactly. Because a lot of them are even coming to the Middle East for the first time.
Yes, majority of them.
And there are a lot of preset notions about the Middle Eastern countries in terms of how the culture is, how things work over here. So I'm sure there must be an entire, data points in terms of how we brief the candidates, isn't it?
Yes, it is also our job to ensure that, we inform them about whatever challenges might be. So we try to make it difficult in a way, so that when they come here and then find that it's not that difficult, then at least the mind is relaxed.
That's true.
At the end of the day, for the worker, it's important that the salaries are paid on time. The basic facilities are provided by the companies. That's all. And then they work. There's no issues. So since we've been doing this for many years, so we understand the mentality of the workers. So we go to their level to understand and make sure that there's no issues at all. So we try to, in a way, eliminate any issues before they arrive to the country, so that there's no inconvenience for the client as well, or for the candidate. Yeah, so that's how we handle the situations.
Right. Yeah. That's great. You've been a part of the HR fraternity now over 15 years. What still keeps you going?
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I guess it's just my love for this job. And of course, working in one industry for a long time. It's, the in and outs, and the challenges, everything, good and bad, whatever it is. And then it's also the clients and also the challenge. I try to challenge myself that, it's all about improvement at the end of the day. True. So I try to challenge myself. I try to meet a lot of clients to understand, and I try to motivate myself and move forward. At the end of the day, it's all about moving forward in life.
Correct.
So this past 15 years has been a very beautiful journey for me, at least, I would say. And of course, the trust of the management of the company. That's how I've been very lucky, I would say, that, I have the full trust from the company. Nice. And also it's about dedicating yourself to this industry. That's because since you're in this industry for long and you have that human touch, so you love the job that you are in. So it's all about just moving ahead and making sure that, everyone is happy in terms of the company, the organization grows. And as well, when the organization grows, then automatically I grow. So we grow, of course, hand in hand. Yeah, so that's what motivates me. Right. And super excited what the rest of the number of years hold for me. But yes, I'm ready for it.
That's nice.
Yes.
So if it was not this industry, Inato, what would you have been?
Oh, wow. Okay. I maybe in the government service.
Is it?
Yeah, maybe.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
But I was always interested to be more towards the politics, I would say, or towards this. Yeah, because I have a family who was into politics, so that's the interest. So if given an opportunity, I would love to be in politics. Yeah, if I wasn't doing this job.
Oh wow!
Yes. So
okay, that's a new find.
It would have been interesting. Yeah, I know. It would have been very much interesting.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so if you could have had dinner with 3 renowned people, dead or alive, who would they be?
The first person that comes to mind.
And why?
The first person is obviously Nelson Mandela. And the things that he has done, and for his wisdom, and for the things that he has done for his people. That's next out of this world.
Right.
So that's one person. I would. There's a lot of people, but he comes to my mind first.
Okay.
Second, I would say Steve Jobs.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, look at his innovations.
Absolutely.
So he's on another level.
Yeah.
So that's the second person. And third, I would say my grandfather. Yeah, so he was a politician. So a lot of stories of resilience, a lot of stories that I've heard as I was growing up. So definitely I would include him in the list. And I never got much chance to meet him. As in he passed away early.
All right, sorry.
So these are the three person that comes to my mind. And others are there, but these are the only three I would want to have dinner with.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice. Now we move on to our next activity, Inato. It's called the Recruitment Trivia Challenge.
Okay.
I'll ask you 3 industry-related trivia questions.
Okay.
If you get 2 out of 3 correct, you're safe from taking a shot.
Okay.
All right? You ready?
Okay, I am. Let's go.
All right, so for the first question.
Sure.
Which year was LinkedIn founded?
Oh, wow. I'm lost. Seriously.
So I shall give you 3 options.
Yeah.
All right?
It's not that...
Year 2000.
It's recent, yeah. Okay.
Year 2002.
Okay.
And year 2005.
2005. Please tell me I'm right.
You're wrong. It's 2002.
2002.
So that's one wrong question.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
What does ATS stand for in the context of recruitment? ATS.
ATS. Wow. I'm blank. Really? Seriously, I'm blank. ATS.
Okay, I'll give you the first word.
Okay.
Applicant.
Tracking system.
Fabulous.
Yeah, I just went blank.
Fabulous. That's great. Now, if you don't get the last one right,
okay,
you need to take a shot.
Okay.
What is a term used to describe the practice of recruiting passive candidates?
What is the practice?
Of recruiting
passive
candidates.
Headhunting?
No.
No?
Close. A synonym.
Do you have any options? Any options? Lifeline? Do I get a lifeline?
Lifeline.
Can I phone a friend? Oh, wow. You got me. You got me.
Sourcing.
Sourcing. Oh, wow. Such a common word.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. Sourcing.
So please.
Do I have to take this shot?
Yes, you have to.
Do I have an option to opt out?
No.
Okay. Well, I lost. So, there you go. There you have it.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. Yeah. So we don't want to make you any more embarrassed.
Yeah, I know. I thought I was ready, seriously. I thought I was ready, but I wasn't.
So, Mr. Inato, now, as you see, all eyes are on Middle East.
Yes.
Right. A lot of companies, a lot of foreign companies want to set up their business over here, be it in UAE, Saudi Arabia, all the Middle East countries. What would be your, because you have so many years of experience, what would be your expertise and why should any of them choose Soundlines Global than another agency?
Sure.
How are we on a different edge?
Okay. Well, first off, we are a very old company.
Yes.
We're in this market for over 3.5 decades. Now, the second thing comes into play is we have the infrastructure. We have the licenses that is as per the government of Dubai. So we tick all the boxes, okay? Thirdly, we are also a brand name. When people hear about Soundlines in the market, they feel that they're secure working with this agency or recruitment partner. So my advice is that, if you want to choose a recruitment partner, we are there. We are the right person. That means you have come to the right door. And we will open it and we will welcome you. And we will ensure that the journey is a success and hassle-free. At the end of the day, it is about the customer satisfaction. We have all the tailor-made solutions for the clients. So it's just about the client choosing which agencies. Options are there, of course, for other companies as well.
Yeah.
But again, we stand out because we are a brand name in the market. And we have a huge database of clients who have trusted us over the years. It's not just a one-time business.
Right.
So we work for long term. That is how we have been successful as an agency or as a recruitment agency. So that's my one thing that I would say to any company who's planning to move to the Middle East, be it Dubai or Saudi.
Yeah.
We are there. We are present everywhere.
Right.
It's just about, getting to know us, and then we would love to welcome you, and we would love to provide excellent service. That is for sure.
That's great.
Yeah, so that's what I can say.
Because there are many, if you see, there are many small time companies, and sometimes it's just a couple of months and then they just disappear.
Yes.
With different false promises that are given to, to companies who want to go ahead with them.
True.
So, how do you tame this?
Sure. See, at the end of the day, there's a lot of competition in the market.
Of course.
As you were saying rightly, that a lot of new companies have come into the Middle East or Dubai, I would say, or Abu Dhabi. And then the challenge has increased. However, Soundlines, we stand out, because we have everything. And in terms of the service, in terms of the quality, in terms of the challenges that we navigate ourselves to ensure that the client is satisfied. So there's a difference between us, we are here, and the others are here. So that's where the weightage is. So maybe the client might choose another agency, initially. Yeah. But eventually, I believe me when I say this, they will come back to us because of the quality of service.
Right.
That's where the difference is.
Yeah.
So that's how we have been successful all these years. So that's the only thing I would say. It's tomorrow, after a few years, 5-6 years down the line, maybe there might be a lot of thousands of agencies.
Correct.
However, we have been in the market for long. We have a brand image, and we have everything that we need. That clients are happy with our services. Yeah. So that's what I can say. That choose Soundlines, and you'll see the difference.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's all I can say.
I think that's the trust factor. Whether a client has current business or doesn't have business over the next few months or a year.
Sure.
I think being connected and staying connected with the client and having that rapport with the client is very important. And
very much.
Yeah.
I would say that, it's about building a relationship.
Of course.
On a personal front or on a professional front. We need trust.
Yes.
So trust goes two ways. So that's the reason why we build the relations with the clients. So when the good days come, when they have projects, it's evident they will give it to us. That's how we have been, chosen many times by many companies in the UAE or in the entire Middle East. So that's how we have been successful. So it's very important to maintain the trust and also to be patient at the same time.
Correct.
Because there are good days and bad days. So some clients might have projects, some might not have projects. So just about being patient and just being regularly in touch.
Yeah.
So every now and then, just to let the clients know that you're around, that, the company Soundlines or Inato is there to assist when the time is right. So that is very important. That's how I have been successful all these years. It's just the touch that I do with my clients. So every now and then, so that has made wonders for me. I mean, that's how I've survived in this market. It's very challenging, but that's how it is. That's very important. Relationships.
So on a last note, Mr. Inato, where do you foresee where there was a great boom during the Expo 2020?
Yes.
Right. After that, what exactly do you see? I mean, for the years coming ahead, now we're in 24, and for the next 5 years, how do you look at the UAE as a market in terms of because there is a lot of boom in construction. We're seeing this high amount of developments. There are so many buildings and a lot of scope in that industry. Which other industries do you feel and think that there's going to be a complete spike?
Okay, oil and gas is one sector where there's a lot of huge investments and a lot of huge plans are going on, especially for the offshore. So the the Emirates of Abu Dhabi has big plans for the oil and gas sector. So that is one sector. It's going to be a boom. Second, construction. Yes, it's always going to be there. Just depends on the season. However, if you talk about Abu Dhabi, since I'm there, so I've seen a lot of new projects or upcoming projects, which we're talking about villas or townhouses or towers and stuff. So there's a lot of projects in the pipeline. And in terms of the facility management, once the buildings are done, once the houses are done, so you need to maintain the house.
Of course.
The facility management industry is going to be, it's going to boom. It's so that's one thing I would say. Manufacturing is always going to be there, more or less. But yes, construction and oil and gas is going to be good.
What's your take on the hospitality industry?
Hospitality, it's always there.
It's always there.
Yeah. Because I have clients who have been hiring every single few months, every single year. So it's always there. And because you need to service the clients or the customers.
Of course.
So hospitality is one industry which is always going to be there.
Of course. Of course, UAE being a complete tourist hub.
Yes, it's a fast-paced, cosmopolitan country. And they're open to innovations. Yes. They're receptive to new ideas and stuff. And obviously, the brand image is very important, especially for the Emirates of Dubai.
Yes.
So that's a thing. So yeah, it's going to be there.
That's great. So on the last closing note, Mr. Inato, anything that you would like our listeners and viewers to know, maybe something that we have missed out in our conversation and something you'd like to enlighten them about?
Well, what I would want to say to our listeners, first of all, see Soundlines once, look up, and then you'll know who we are. We are a big organization in the field of recruitment and manpower outsourcing. So try us out, and you will see the difference, and you will see a huge comparison. And we stick to what we say, and we ensure that we deliver it. So that's what I would want to say to our listeners. And obviously, watch out for us because we're going to take the market.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I can say.
That's great. So as the tagline goes, a promising future.
Yes, it is.
It is.
As you rightly said that, a promising future.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're almost there.
Yes, yes. So that wraps up another insightful episode of Beyond Borders. Mr. Inato, thank you so much. A huge thank you to you and for sharing your experience and expertise of so many years in the recruitment and HR industry. I hope you enjoyed our podcast.
Yes, I did. Thank you very much. Huge heads up to you for organizing the podcast and having me, especially. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
And I'm super excited, and definitely look forward to staying connected to see what else we can come up with.
Yes,
and
for sure.
Well, next time I'm going to be careful that I make sure I win any riddles.
And probably get a hamper next time.
I know. So anyway, thank you very much for having me, Masa. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Inato. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast for more engaging conversations with industry experts. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future episodes, please feel free to reach us out on our social media channels. And until next time, remember to think beyond borders and explore the endless possibilities in the world of HR and recruitment. Take care, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Beyond Borders by Soundlines Global. Goodbye for now.